And Gear 5 is about to happen in less than 24 hours. That's going to be the thing that changes the game forever. It feels like it's the same excitement I felt like when Goku was about to go Super Saiyan the first time. It's like, oh, it's so excited when he went Ultra Instinct. Or when Naruto finally got into, mastering QB Chakra Mode. Oh, it's so cool. G5 have actually rented out movies. Wouldn't it be amazing if you were an author, an entrepreneur, people would rent out arenas or areas to watch a part of your business develop even further? That's the power of having a media franchise. I'm telling you, gotta get into media, gotta get into entertainment. Also, this is a simple version of the One Piece model if you want a more. Hey kings and queens, welcome back to another episode of Elevate with E. It's E here, you warning you, CEO of Great Gale LLC, dedicated to rewriting the narrative. And this is a podcast aimed at helping you elevate over the limits life throws at you. And today is no different. We're going to be talking about something super exciting, super incredible. Today's topic is the One Piece model. The One Piece model. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited for this. So, what is One Piece? So, if you've never heard of One Piece before, here it is. Got the books right here. This was the first one I had, and then this is the other one, volume 1, 2, and 3, and then this is volume just 1 by itself. One Piece is a legendary manga series following Luffy and his Straw Hat crew in search of a mythical pirate treasure, One Piece. With 1,089 chapters and 1,070 anime episodes, it's in a league of its own. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. If you've never heard of One Piece, now is the perfect time to get into it. Um, right now, it's what, 3 in the morning when I'm recording this. Oh my gosh. And Gear 5 is about to happen in less than 24 hours. That's going to be the thing that changes the game forever. It feels like it's the same excitement I felt like when Goku was about to go Super Saiyan the first time. It's like, oh, it's so excited when he went Ultra Instinct. Or when Naruto finally got into, mastering QB Chakra Mode. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. So, that's One Piece. And a model is basically a system or thing used as an example to follow or imitate. And stay until the end and I'll explain how you can apply the One Piece model. So, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, welcome back. Our theme for 2023 is momentum. 2022 was winning, and we definitely did. We definitely did. So, in 2023, we chose momentum because that's how you win, keep winning, and continuously elevate. And who has had more relentless momentum than One Piece? I'm talking about relentless. Now, even if its IP, which is intellectual property, is worth 20.5 billion and it's ranked 20 on the top 25 media franchise charts, which is an incredible accomplishment, super incredible. Title Max put up that chart. It's the only one out of the big three on this prestigious list, and I don't qualify Dragon Ball Z as one of the big three. Well, what is the big three for anyone who doesn't know what manga or anime is? So, manga is Japanese style comics, which is what One Piece is. And the big three was Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, right? DBZ is not in the big three because I call it the legendary one. We talk about this in the 7 steps to creating your dream manga series book where I analyze this more. But basically, DBZ was like the forerunner. It was legendary. It was just in a lane of its own, just like how Astro Boy helped inspire Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z helped inspire, Naruto, One Piece, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. And then those inspire My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's how it works. It's amazing. So, it's an incredible accomplishment to be on the top 25 media franchises of all time. One Piece is worth 20 billion. Number one is Pokemon, so you got to be winning to get on that list. So again, it's the out of the big three, it's the only one on this prestigious list. That's an amazing accomplishment. Now, the reason why I'm having this episode, the reason why I'm talking about this today, is it's just an amazing accomplishment. It's just like G5, which is aka Gear 5. If you're not into One Piece, this is gonna be a spoiler-filled episode, so you can stop, get into it, and then come back. But this is heavy spoilers because I'm not about to like block out anything. Because G5 is about to happen in a few hours, and I'm super excited. I have so much things to talk about with that. So I'm going to save some of it, and I'll talk about some of it now and some of it later. It's so big. It's so big. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And this ties into momentum. This ties into elevating, and this ties into when you're in your zone of genius. But again, Gear 5 is going to break the internet tomorrow because it's after 3 when this is being recorded. So I just wanted to go in and join in on this amazing occasion. Oh my gosh. I've heard people have been so excited for G5 they've actually rented out movies. Wouldn't it be amazing if you, as an author, an entrepreneur, people would rent out arenas or areas to watch a part of your business develop even further? That's the power of having a media franchise. I'm telling you, gotta get into media, gotta get into entertainment. Also, this is a simple version of the One Piece model. If you want a more complex, a more detailed breakdown, let us know in the comments below. Because I've been reading One Piece since a child, so I love it. I love it. And I'd be analyzing it too. I saved some of my analysis for myself, but I'm going to start sharing it more to let you know. Because, all ships rise in high tide. So why One Piece? I am a gigantic One Piece fan. Like, One Piece changed me. It changed my life. I gotta be honest. Like, for real. It's the first manga I held in my hand when I went to Barnes and Nobles, and it's crazy because we just had the book signing of Barnes and Nobles this year. So almost 2 decades plus later, coming full circle from being inspired by this to actually having a book signing for these. And this is our book series, which is Bold Sock, which I'll talk about in a moment. But again, it's the first manga I held in my hand. It's the first manga that made me laugh so much. One Piece made me laugh so much. It made me fall in love with the story and the characters and the world building and the systems. It was just a vibe. It was a vibe. It was amazing. It's the first manga that made me realize if he could do it, I could do it because it was so simple. And fast forward decades later, we have Bold Saga, which is our series. Afrofuturism manga. This is for empowering kings and queens to seize greatness. We got 4 books. We got so much more on the way. And One Piece is one of the mangas that helped inspire. It is. It just is. Because it's Afrofuturism manga that we made, which is Afrofuturism, Black Panther, Maddie's Rocket, Black Sands, and then we have like manga, which is One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is an anime. I don't care if you don't agree. That's fine. You can leave a comment if you feel it. So thank you, Eiichiro Oda. He is a mangaka, which is an artist and writer for One Piece, which is a manga series. He works alongside his team and releases new chapters every week or every 2 weeks. And if it's longer, like when he had to go for surgery, he'll let you know. That's respect. He has a crazy schedule. So just gonna give you some background facts to let you know more about Oda. Legend. He's literally a legend. So Oda was born on January 1st, 1975 in Kumamoto City, Kumamoto Prefecture in Japan. As a child, he knew he wanted to be a mangaka and pursued it, embarking on a new journey towards his dreams. At the age of 17, Oda won the Tezuka Award for his story, Wanted. And I heard that they're going to make an anime for Wanted. I cannot wait to see it because it's just One Piece. And it's connected to One Piece, so it's like fire. And Tezuka, if you're unfamiliar with him, we talk about him in the 7 Steps to Creating a Dream manga series book as well. Legend. If you're into manga, if you're into comics, you should know who he is. You should look him up. You should get to understand what he did. Phenomenal. So, Osamu Tezuka is the godfather of manga and anime. It's so much he did, I can't go over all of it. It'll be too long. We're keeping it nice, short, and to the point. Truly, he was an epic legend. Tezuka. Phenomenal. From there, Oda went on to be an assistant to 3 mangakas at Shonen Jump, one of them being Nobuhiro Watsuki, which is the mangaka for Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin is fire. It was fire. Oh my gosh. You know? With the Sakabato, and he would like Kenshin was basically a samurai in Meiji Restoration Japan, and he was the Batosai. He was the infamous slayer, and then he wanted to change his life around and not be a murderer. But the villain murderers kept trying to come back to kill him to see if he really was about that action, and he really was. It was so good because he vowed not to kill again, but then he was like, "You try me and come for my family, I'm gonna take you out." It was so good, so good. I mean, the mangaka, he did his stuff. I'm not gonna get into that. We focus on One Piece today, but just to give you a little background, context of what Kenshin. He did that at 17. That's what happens when you step into your lane, kings and queens. If you have children, if you have sons and daughters that are interested in manga and they're serious about pursuing it, let them get into it early because that's how they can build up the skills. You can't automate skill, you can only learn skills because there's something called tacit knowledge. You gotta get it and do it. You learn it by actually doing it. It's phenomenal. From there, he went on to release 2 one-shots, which is an MVP or minimal viable product in manga. for Romance Dawn with Luffy as the protagonist. The next year he released One Piece. It's crazy, since 97, it's 2023, it's been 20 plus years, and he keeps going. New chapters. People are like, oh, I can't get into One Piece because why do I have to wait 1,000 chapters to be good? Or 1,000 episodes to be good. You don't get to 1,000 episodes or 1,000 chapters unless you're good. That's how it works. Because with Shonen Jump, they put the axe to anything that's trash, in their opinion. And by trash, I mean anything that doesn't have high readership. The fan polls, fans aren't getting involved in it. They're not saying it's popular. They're not saying it's hot. Hunter, the Red Guild, that one got shut down. Tokyo Shinobi Squad, that one got shut down. So manga is cutthroat. So with the industry and how they produce it. So you got to be the best of the best, and best known beats best. So that is phenomenal. What's also fascinating, I found out when I did research on him, is that Oda followed his dreams, which led him to fame and fortune, almost feeling like he's Gold Roger, and even his now wife Chiaki, who was a model when she first met him. That's the power of stepping into your dreams, kings and queens. You never know how your life is going to turn. All this is possible when you follow your purpose and your dreams chase you. Too many times we just want to chase our dream, run and just chase our dreams, chase our goals. But if you develop yourself, if you cultivate yourself, you can attract your dreams to come to you. When you become the person who your dreams know that you can get it done, they'll just follow you. They'll just come towards you. You need to attract it. So think of it like that. You don't just want to be grinding and hustling. You want to be systemizing and strategically executing with your hustle, with your grind. You know, all of that. So, you heard me talk about One Piece. You heard me talk about the fact that I like it. I enjoyed it, the statistics. But what makes One Piece so legendary? Story, story, story. It's almost like real estate. Location, location, location. Again, what makes One Piece legendary? Story, story, story. If you want to get into manga, if you want to get into writing, you need to craft a masterpiece. You need to craft a story. Well, not everyone wants to craft a masterpiece, but you should be going at it with your story to the point that it's so cultivated, it's so well structured in a way that it delivers on every promise of the premise that you said you were going to do. That's how you create a timeless piece, a timeless story, and that's what One Piece is. In addition to that, what also makes it legendary is comedic, well-timed action, consistency, promise of the premise, variety, and there's so much more. That's the basics. That's the basics. Growing up, no one took One Piece as serious as the other hot anime, DBZ, Naruto, Bleach. It was seen as the kids thing. It's seen as the goofy thing you see on 4Kids TV. It was zany. It was silly. My sister used to laugh at me when I watched One Piece growing up. I was in the Caribbean, so it really hit me because One Piece, they're basically islanders. Let's keep it a buck. They're going from island to island to island. Luffy's Brazilian. I mean, like, uh, they're islanders basically, island to island. It just stuck out to me. I could see myself in the character so much. So with that being said, as I got older, I realized it's so silly and zany. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to go for more mature stories like Bleach, like Naruto. Things that all my friends and all people that look up to were reading and were interested in. You know, And what happened is that happened until I got to college and I saw the Ennie's Lobby arc. This is why you always got to keep up with things because even if you give up on something, you never know what will happen in the future. Once I saw the Ennie's arc lobby in the anime, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go back. Went back, read every chapter from the beginning to Ennie's lobby to the current chapters. I was like, oh, I was floored. Oda is a genius. This is the greatest manga series I had ever read, period, to date. It's why there's a major spoiler alert. When Luffy goes Gear 5, that's going to change the game forever. It's going to break the internet. It's just going to. Why? Because the buildup was there. Over promise and over deliver a quality product. I know some people say under promise and over deliver, which is great, but you want to set expectations high because best known beats best. And when you're the best known, you're able to say and speak and do on a different level. You got to be, do, and have on a different level, kings and queens. From my entrepreneurs, from my aspiring authors. Be, do, and have on the top level, on premium level. Be premium value, over promise and over deliver. Focusing on the story and simplifying the art. I'm an artist. I love art. But when I look at how I draw on my own and how I draw my manga, it's different. It's completely different. It's the same thing with Oda. Oda's actual drawings and paintings are far more fine-tuned. The detailing is much more, you know, efficient when you look at it. But when you look at the manga, it's simplified because it's production. Once you get into commercial art, you realize it's a numbers game and how fast you can get the job done. So you just gotta go. In this episode of Elevate with E, and honestly, that's how you win with your manga series. That's literally how you do it. That's how you do it. You have to focus on the art, simplify. Focus on your story, simplify the art. Even when you're writing your books, your novels, and doing anything that has story or narrative, focus more on your story. Let the art assist, but don't let the art overtake. When you get to your anime now, that's when the art is like so much of the focus. But you won't have to focus on the story as much because the manga's already solidified the story for you. So, just my 2 cents to let you know. And this episode of Elevate with E is brought to you by self publishing Goldmine. Discover your story worth its weight in gold. Apply today and change your life forever. Now, let's get back to the show. So, without further ado, let's discuss what is the One Piece model. So it's what I have observed me want to use a mangaka, an entrepreneur, a graphic designer. It's what I have observed from Oda and model into my work and my life. To a degree. To a degree. So number one, have fun and focus on story. Why? Story beats art, period. When it comes to manga, when it comes to anything creative, your story's got to be the thing that just it draws the people in. We talk about this in the 7 steps to creating your dream manga series book, and even in manga jest. Your story is the thing that just connects everything. It's why Jordan Peele said story is the greatest catalyst for change. I'm an artist and I realized this. Naruto, Bleach, and DBZ focused more on the art than the story, and that's why they're not in the same league as One Piece. Plus, you can tell Oda is having a blast in flow state, making a fun story all his own. You can tell the man. You can tell the man is in his own in his zone of genius. You can tell Oda is in his zone of genius. Why? He ain't trying to be One Piece plus DBZ, One Piece plus Naruto, One Piece plus Bleach, One Piece plus Bleach. He's just being himself. Be yourself, kings and queens, because the people that laughed at you, then they'll mock you, then they'll copy you, then they'll try and do what you did. It's crazy. So just be yourself. Be one of one. Be original. Number two, specialize. Oda is a story specialist. There are better artists than him, like Yusuke Murata and Tite Kubo. That's fine. However, he sticks to what he does best and what makes him shine. 3. Simplify and multiply. One Piece is drawn simple and wacky. I'm telling you, this is a simple, wacky story. If you've seen this on the video on YouTube, it's simple. It's wacky. It's goofy, you know? It's strange. It's a very strange manga, but that's why I like it because it doesn't take itself too seriously. And when you look at it, the art style, it's simple, but it has its own details. Ain't nobody do faces like Oda. I gotta give it to him. He knows how to draw ugly people. Like when you talk about making someone ugly, man have a PhD in it. It's crazy, but he knows how to draw the characters very well. Characterization. Same face syndrome does happen at times, but characterization, phenomenal. So again, it's drawn simple and wacky, but this makes it easier on the mangaka to create with crazy deadlines. This has allowed him to have a new chapter every week or two for 20 plus years. I'm telling you, kings and queens, you have to have a simplified and multiply mentality. To get to the next level, grind can only take you but so far. You must grind, yes, but you have to use hard work plus smart work to get, success. Consistency and relentlessness. The man is just relentless. He keeps going. Oda keeps going. He gets maybe 3 hours of sleep and is working for most of his day. I think they say it's like 15-hour work days. Every day. No sacrifice, no victory. I think people have even said his wife lives in a different house than him. At times, or he works or lives somewhere else so that he can just focus on the work. And another thing, I forgot to add this into the steps, but 4.1 research. You can tell the man does research. The way how he is able to write the characters in the story, which is what is the linchpin and what is the cornerstone of a great manga series, a great body of work, a great story, research, research, research. And there's more, but that's just one big tip, one big chunk. So 4.1 research. 5 humble. I found this out this year. It's crazy. Both Tite Kubo and Masashi Kishimoto. Tite Kubo is the guy behind Bleach. Masashi Kishimoto is the guy behind Naruto. They both of them have been jealous and envious, or even said that they hated Oda. And I'm looking at you, Tite Kubo, because of his success. Yet Oda never responded back at their level. He just shows respect. That's honorable. When people throw hate on you and throw dirt on you and try and, you know, be envious of your success, when you kill them with kindness and show love to your enemies, that's amazing. They threw dirt on you, but they didn't realize you were a seed. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. That's just showing he's in a different level. Build up. One Piece has the best build up. Set up expectations for a narrative turning point and then over deliver. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. When G4 happened, I was like, wow. When G3 happened, I was like, what? When G2 happened, and we know Gear 5 about to change the game. So it was aimed at kids first and drew the story up to as the audience got older. Its narrative payoff at its finest, world class. Oh my gosh. Every time they set it up and then just knock down the pins, it's just phenomenal. Every time. Every time. Oh my gosh. Systems and lore. One Piece is so systematic, it's crazy. It's one of the things that inspired me to focus more on systems. Because when you have a great system in your manga, it helps making the story so much easier. You need to have a system inside of your manga. Set up systems. And if you need help with setting up systems, leave a comment below and we'll get back to you and we'll offer assistance with what we have, with our offers, with our products, our coaching programs, all of that, because we want to let you know that it's possible. If they can do it, you can do it. So One Piece has a hybrid. They have soft and hard magic system. The world building is so intriguing. You could go on for days and still find more depth. It feels like almost you need a PhD to fully understand all of it because it's so well researched and he really put in work to make sure it's a quality product. But it's 15 hours a day, every day. That's hustle, man. That's hustle. It's also detrimental to your health. We talk. That's another topic for another day. Inch deep, mile wide. One Piece is an inch deep and it's a mile wide. It isn't all over the place, but keeps digging deeper and deeper into its own world, expanding, explaining, and rewarding readers who show up. I have read, like, when one of the major, oh, this is spoiler free. It's spoiler full. I'm just letting you know. When Shanks came through and I saw what Shanks can do with the sword against, what's I read the Jaggy one? Kid, I was like, wow. Wow. Or when I saw what Kobe was able to do with Full of Lead Island when they had to save Garp, I was like, wow. So it's amazing how the people who you see in the beginning, when they get to the end of the story, it's just like they were able to do all of this. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's not one of those worlds in One Piece where only one person, two people can do something phenomenal. It's a world of people have abilities, and then you get to see who is at the top, who's in the middle, who's at the bottom. Systems, structure, ranking. Not ranking King's the Anime, but there's ranking in it. Phenomenal. Game changer. So it's expanding, explaining, and rewarding readers who show up. That's inch deep, mile wide. Game changer. One Piece keeps transforming. From manga to anime, movies, merch, and now a live action that I actually care to watch, which is crazy. I never thought I'd care to watch it, but it is. It's astounding how far you can grow with just an idea that's executed on. So, comedy and expectation subversion. One Piece will make you laugh one moment and cry the next. Literally, when Ace died, that brought tears to my eyes. It was so. It hit me, man. And it was literally raining when first time I read it. I was so shocked. I'm like, no. It takes you on an emotional roller coaster that's worthwhile. It also zigs where others would zag. Take G5. Everyone in the community thought it was vulcanization, or it's Tiger Man, or they're talking about, Byakko and Seiryu, the four guardians in the distance, the yin yang. Everyone was saying all this stuff. But instead, we get tune powers. I'm telling you, that's the power of staying true to yourself. Be true to your story. It's incredible. And people will love you for it. Some people will hate you, but that's alright. Maybe they're just not really part of your fan base. It's alright. Be true to your story, the one that God gave you. So, to all my aspiring authors and writers, I challenge you to pick up your pen and write your story. The world is waiting on you. If Oda can do it, you can too. If you need help writing a story, leave a comment below and we'll get in touch with you because we want to see you win, kings and queens. This is your year, this is your season, and just letting you know, I'm also a self-publishing coach. That's what I'm doing with Self-Publishing Goldmine and Self-Publishing Goldmine Kingdom because we want to see you win, kings and queens. Not maybe, not kind of. Actually have your own book because what we do cover to cover. We want to show you how to do that. Now, I didn't know this, but a fun fact about Oda is that he claimed that He resolved to become a manga artist at the age of 4 in order to avoid having to get a real job. I'm telling you, that's funny, man. That's just funny. He didn't want to get a real job, so he ends up working harder than most people would at a job, even for entrepreneurs. 15 hours? Amazing. The quality of executing from what he's done. So he did that to avoid getting a real job, but he ends up working. Phenomenal, phenomenal. And here's the power quote of the day. Power quotes of the day, actually. Critical thinking and curiosity are the key to creativity. Amala Akineni. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. Edward Land. Again, critical thinking and curiosity are the key to creativity. Amala Akineni. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. Edwin Land. Upcoming events and more. Summer Sale 23 is on now. 20% until midnight. If you go to shop.greatgill.com, you'll be able to see it. We got Bold Saga manga, physical books, audiobooks, and even the 7 steps to creating your dream manga series at a great price. Literally amazing. Next up, if you're ready to collapse time and learn the fastest route to self-publishing success, great. Then visit bold.greatgill.com. We've got courses and coaching programs to help you create your first or next book successfully. And that's what we've done. Again, you're looking at someone who's done 4 books, physical manga cover to cover. We've done 13 books in total, 9 books this year. Our last book that we did for a client was 11 days. That's how long it took to get it done. So by implementing these principles, these strategies, these tactics, you can change the very nature, the very course of your life by understanding how to get into self-publishing. Phenomenal. That's what One Piece is. It's a manga series, but it's a book that's published. I mean, they have traditional publishing, but self-publishing allows you to still create the book, and you can just get out and share your book, market it, all of that. So I'm telling you, kings and queens, now is the perfect time to get this. Again, we're here to help you create your dream book, protect your dream book, and market your dream book. And we even show you how to tap into the next level of the One Piece model when you get into it. Why are we doing this? Because we want to see you win. Too many times people want to create manga, they want to get into things, like they watch their animes, they watch their mangas, they enjoy it, but they don't understand the business side of it. I'm a CEO, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a mangaka. So I give you both sides of the spectrum so you understand how to actually make your book, protect it, and market it and sell it. This is now your time, kings and queens. Look at it. Another thing I want to let you know, all your favorite anime characters, they had mentors. I find that fascinating. Goku had Master Roshi. Deku had All Might. Luffy had Rayleigh. Naruto had Shanks. I'm sorry. Naruto had Jiraiya. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. Naruto had Jiraiya. Even at one point, Ichigo was trained by, which one? Guy with the hat, as well as Zangetsu. It's been a minute. So, I'm telling you, kings and queens, you need a mentor to go to the next level. You need a coach to go to the next level. And if you're ready for that, hit the apply button. You should see it pop up on the screen in a moment. bit.ly/SBG apply. Because we have Self-Publishing Goldmine and Self-Publishing Goldmine Kingdom to help you win and win big. Because self-publishing your first book is up to $20,000. But we want to help you win. So again, all of that is available. All that is amazing. You can go to bold.greatgill.com. You can see our courses, our programs, our coaching programs, and all of our other offerings. Because we're here to help you win. And more amazing events are on the horizon. Stay tuned and stay up to date with all things Bold Saga when you follow us at Great Gill Co. on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Clubhouse, Fanbase, WeKinfolk, and we're also on Threads. And thank you for listening. Remember, have fun and focus on story. This is your time. This is your season. It's time to elevate.
It's a night time. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. I got limits.
Hey kings and queens, if this video truly helped you, smash the subscribe button, turn on notification, and share this with a friend who would love this. If you enjoyed this video, then you'll love what we've got coming up next, just one click away. Until next time, keep winning kings and queens. Hey kings and queens, I'm Yuani Hughes, the creator of Bold Saga, and this is what makes this story so special. As you see on the cover, there's Masego, and his goal is to be the next Anansi, like his role model, Shaka Zulu. But first he has to overcome tests and trials in a rite of passage that leads to a supernatural encounter where he finds out what it truly means to be bold. And what is bold? It's brave onwards, limit destroyer. And this is what I want to showcase to our young kings and queens, to inspire them to persevere in the midst of adversity. Masego wants to get to his goal, this rite of passage, and get to the next level, but he's failed 4 times in public, but he refuses to give up. And behind of him, you literally see an angel, that's Shaneru, a black angel, because we need to start seeing more positive representation of black culture, African people, because that's why I made Bold Saga. It's time to start celebrating black excellence instead of highlighting black pain. In fact, in chapter 2, you actually see Antiguan dialect. And what makes this so incredible is that in manga, you hardly ever see Caribbean representation. So in Bold Saga, because I'm Antiguan, we get to actually see like languages, food, culture. It's gonna be phenomenal. That's what you're gonna see in 3, 4, and oh my gosh, you have to get this series, because it's time to start showcasing and empowering our young kings and queens to see that their culture matters, that they matter, and build up their group esteem. So again, Bold Saga, you can get it. There's the links right there at the bottom. Bold Saga Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 ebooks and physical books are available. And if you want to help your young kings and queens make their own manga series, we have a course that's going to help them make their own series cover to cover. I wish I had this course when I started, because by using this can help you save well over $40, $50, $60, $80,000 and beyond, and literally create your own series, but not just create it, protect it, and then sell it. And not just sell it like give away the rights, sell it as in get sales, because that is truly what our young kings and queens need to actually do. If you can create your own series, your own book series, look, manga is a multi-billion-dollar industry, billion, and there are so many ways that our young kings and queens can take the ideas that they already have and implement it, and then create a sustainable creation, a business, an idea, and change the very landscape of their lives. So again, hit the link below, join our mailing list, and you will get a heads up and an exclusive for when this course drops, because I'm telling you, your young kings and queens need this series. It's going to be phenomenal. We're going to cover, again, cover to cover, how to make their own series. So again, join the mailing list and sign up, because I cannot wait to see you in class. So again, Yuani Hughes, CEO of Great Gale, and if you want to get this amazing merch I've got on, from either the hats to the shirts, we have that available on our Etsy link as well. So again, it's been a pleasure. I'm Yuani Hughes, the CEO of Great Gale, and until next time, keep winning, kings and queens. Have a phenomenal day.